Yo, what's going on everybody? Twig here, back with some more content that's kind of Minecraft related. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to add motion blur to your videos through OBS and rendering. Now, I've got some pretty, good computer specs, so I'm able to do a lot with my computer. If you don't have very good computer specs, I don't know if I can recommend doing this because it does take a lot to actually run this. But I mean, hey, if you want to give it a try, go ahead and do it. It's free country, it's your life. I can't control it. If you really want to start making Minecraft or Fortnite content, or just making, gaming content in general, this is a huge step in the right direction, honestly, because it just makes your videos look so much more high quality and just better in general. It's nicer to look at. I think everyone can attest that, looking at motion blur is just really cool. Like, it's a really cool thing. It makes everything look fast and stuff. Let's get into our OBS settings. Okay guys, as you can see, we're now in OBS. I've gotten in full screen because I don't want you guys to see my desktop. That's my private area. As you can see, I'm just using a display capture right now. And now we go over to our settings. We're gonna go to output. Now we're in the recording tab, and you get different tabs by changing the output mode to advanced. You need to change it to advanced to do this. So we're gonna go to recording. My recording format is MP4. And as I said earlier, I record on 2 separate tracks. I can make a tutorial on that later on. Now, let's go over to my recording settings. I record an MP4. My encoder is the NVENC H.264 encoder. It's the best one. I highly recommend you use this over the X.264 encoder because this will use your graphics card and not your CPU. And if you're recording Minecraft, Minecraft is a very CPU intensive game, so you really don't want to mess with Minecraft while you're recording, so I recommend you use the NVENC H.264 encoder. My rate control is CQP. My CQP level is 24. This won't work for all computers, so I recommend you do some testing yourself, but this is what I've found gives me the best quality. My keyframe interval is set to 2. My preset is high performance. My profile is high. The level is auto. I use 2-pass encoding, and then GPU is 0 and B frames is 0. For my audio, I just have my headphones, and I use voice meter, so I use the voice meter cable output. But my mic and everything for my audio stuff will be linked in the description if anyone wants to pick that up. Now in the video settings, we set our base canvas resolution to 1920 by 1080 and my output scaled resolution also to 1920 by 1080. My downscale filter is bicubic, and this part is where it counts if you want to add motion blur. You're going to set it to fractional FPS values. I believe it's normally common FPS values. I can't actually check it because I'm recording with this OBS right now. But set it to fractional FPS value, change the numerator to 240 and the denominator to 1, and you should be set. Now onto the Premiere Pro settings. Now guys, we're in OBS. We've got a little recording file here that I took earlier. I upscale my videos to 4K, so we're going to change my sequence settings. As you can see, they're already set. I don't recommend upscaling your videos to 4K if you don't have a very powerful computer. As I said earlier, I have a very powerful computer, subtle flex, but this is really for more powerful computers. Your computer would have a lot of trouble rendering this out and even just playing it on the timeline, most likely. But I mean, hey, again, you can do this if you want, but if you destroy your computer, it's not on me. But for the people who do think they have a powerful enough computer to handle this, you change the frame size to 3840 by 2160. You turn on maximum render quality and turn on maximum bit depth. Now, we're gonna go to export, then media, and this is where we render our videos. We're gonna go to preset and change it to my custom preset. Now, again, I have a very powerful computer, so do some testing yourself and see what works for you. This is just what works for me. We're gonna change our basic video settings first. We're gonna set the width to 3840 by 2160 and the frame rate to 60, and then select render at maximum depth. For my encoding settings, I use hardware encoding, the profile is high, and that's it there. But we're gonna go down to our bitrate settings next. I use VBR 1 pass, and then my target bitrate I set to 50. And that's all that we have to do in the video tab. Now we're going to go down to this little bottom area. We're going to select use maximum render quality. And this little setting, the time interpolation, is what actually makes your video blend the frames together and do something called frame blending, which adds the motion blur, basically. Normally, this is set to frame sampling, which, if you didn't know, since the video is set to render at 60 FPS, it'll just render it at 60 FPS flat and delete the 180 extra frames because I record at 240 FPS as I showed earlier. So it'll delete the 180 extra frames and just use the 60 necessary ones. But with frame blending, it won't delete those extra frames. It'll combine them together and blend them to make a very nice, smooth-looking motion blur effect. This is the last setting we had to change, so then we just press export, and then you're set. Well guys, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something new today, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, especially that subscribe part. We've been gaining so much recently. Let's keep that train going. Speaking of trains, we got a little Discord hype train going last night with server boosts. You guys should go join my Discord server and server boost it. We're like 9 away from the banner. Please just join the server. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.